Today's episode, we had a question from a fan by the name of God Gifted Heart. And he had a crazy question. Why do men create kids and don't take care of them? But on today's show, we have Miss Treasy Cosmetics on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
So, how do you feel about this crazy question?
Well, it's a crazy question, but it's also a true question because, in a way, you got, say you got these young men and young women, doing what they want to do and don't fail to realize the consequence of when it comes to having kids with each other. So it's more like, in a way, you want to be pawning that child on a man that's not that's not theirs. But in reality, it takes more than one to create a baby. It takes two. His the female's part of the spectrum and the male part of the spectrum. So when it comes to that, you got some of these young, unmature. How can I say this? I want to say men that act like little boys, and you got these ladies acting like little girls, study being an adult, and they don't know how to co-parent when it comes to kids. In reality, so many people that need to actually go to childbirthing classes, and that even go with same as the male, so they'll know what as women or what we go through when it comes from having kids, so they can feel what we feel. And quite frankly, it's when it comes to childbirth, it's the next pain to death, as they say, and I believe it. So that's how I feel.
Well, when it comes to childbirth, men got to be there for the women. It's just like if you go look at a Cadillac, you got to see, do it got the right miles? Do it stand up? Do it get up on the highway? What's the gas mileage? But for the women, okay, you see a fine woman riding or walking down the street, you gonna want to get out your car and holler. You gonna want to say, I'm put my boy Tupac in it. Maybe I should get the number, see how the booty work. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you sit there and you lay down with that woman, you whine and dine that woman, and you expecting, I did all this, maybe she gonna give me some booty. You get the booty and you know the booty just right. You go in unprotected. That's your first mistake. Cause you don't know if that woman got any um sexual transmitted diseases or anything like that. You just go straight in raw. And when I know all fellas know when they feel that little tingle to pull out, and half of them don't. And I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'd have done it 3 times. But number one thing is I still take care of my two. So I'm not gonna say all the blame is on the women because, like you said, Miss Treasy, it takes two to tangle. But it also takes a woman to say no. She don't want kids. No, I'm not having sex unless you got a condom. Ain't nothing wrong with a condom. It just take the feeling away.
Right.
That's
Right.
it. Just take the feeling away. Now, any smart woman that took sex education in high school should know what it feels like when they teach you how to use a condom on a banana, stuff like that.
Right.
But y'all still sit here, girl. I did this unprotected. He said he didn't have no diseases or nothing. But when you go to that doctor and you find out you're pregnant, and that doctor tell you, well, Miss Willie Lump Lump, you got chlamydia, and then you going home on top of that you pregnant, but you got chlamydia. Now you gonna want to go home, call him and ask him, do he had to get tested because you got chlamydia, and he need to get tested to see if he has it. So see, that's the second mistake. It's not men versus women. If you see a fine female, you gonna want to holler. If you see a fine dude, you gonna want to holler. It's just like I get myself checked every year for everything, and I come out clean bill of health. What about you, Miss Treasy?
Yeah, if I get myself checked out and be clean as what I'm saying, like that. Because in a way, you want that partner to know, what I'm saying, your your sexual status. Because when you come to your status, that'll let them know, oh well, she got the papers, she can prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But you got some of these men out here that they don't get tested, and they think they don't supposed to get tested, and they say for these females. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you playing rush and roulette when it comes to that unprotected. So um and then if a man tell you that they don't want kids, listen to them, ladies. Listen. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong, but listen.
okay.
At
To
least
my
at least he being honest. And that goes same ways for the females. If a female don't want to have kids, then by means protect yourself, strap up, and what I'm saying, know your status when it comes to that. That's all I can tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
well, it's just like playing when you go to the casino. It's just like playing craps. You're throwing you're throwing your penis on the table to see if you can hit a six. Okay, you you at the crap table, fellas. You getting ready to shoot the dice and you throw your penis on the table. You hit the first six. That's child number one. Then you go back to the same casino and you do it again. You hit a six again. That's child number two. Now you got two kids out here, fellas. You tried to go back, like they say, three times your charm. You go back for a third time, you hit a seven. That's craps. Now, right there, that's chlamydia, crabs, AIDS, herpes, whatever sexual transmitted disease out there, you got. Same
Mm-hmm.
way with the ladies. When you
Especially
are
the new sexual transmitted disease that you can't get rid of.
right now, especially with the ladies, when you go to the casinos, y'all love playing them slots, especially them sevens. Now you pull a handle, it's just like you putting your coochie on the handle. And when you go down, the handle go in. You hit the first seven. Child number one. You go back again. Same slot machine. You hit sevens again. Child number two. Three times the chance for the women, right? You do it again. You lose your money. Same thing I told my fellas. Chlamydia, herpes, AIDS, all kind of sexual transmitted diseases out there. You got. Always get yourself checked out yearly. The same way y'all go for the mammograms, get yourself checked out thoroughly. They got condoms out here for women too. If the fellas don't got no condom, the women got a condom. So make sure every year get yourself checked out. So Miss Treasy,
Yes.
how often do you go for your mammogram?
Well, my mammogram will be until next year, until I hit 40.
Oh, till you hit 40. Mm,
Mm,
okay, that's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. About 40. Yeah, about 40. Yeah. But,
yeah.
it's just like, like I said, these women and men, they out here playing Russian roulette, out here pulling on them slots, out here playing craps. You playing the game with your life.
That's true.
When you out here making kids and then don't take care of them. I have two girls that I made that I take care of. My 17-year-old and then my 6-year-old. Take care of them. They spoil. But
Yeah.
number one, I don't play around when it comes to my daughters. My daughters will tell you my daddy's strict. My daddy don't play. My daddy don't this. My daddy don't do that. But guarantee they gonna get taken care of regardless.
Yeah.
So Miss Treasy, how do you feel about men creating these kids and then leave it on the women as a responsibility?
Um, when it comes to that, and what I'm saying, when you make a kid and you think that it's not yours, and when that female come to you and tell you that she's pregnant, do the right thing. Get tested. Get a paternity test right off the spot.
Right. Go see Dana. Dana will put you on the right track. 99.999% the baby yours.
Right. And then you just gotta, what I'm saying, that's when it comes to know your sexual partners. If that person tell you that they gonna be there and think they're gonna help you take care of that baby, you better think again. Especially young females 18 to, yeah, 18 to 25, they still got a lot to think about. They still got a lot to grow.
Oh yeah, cause they still got milk behind their ears look, from 16 to 21, still young, still opening up their legs. Same way with fellas from 16 to 21, you still falling in. Look,
Hmm.
how can I put this? It's a it's a panani trap. That's what it is. It's a panani trap because if a woman sit there and and say, come over, my mama gone. I got an itch. I need you to scratch all night. And you go over there and she spread her legs. It's a pussy. It's a coochie trap. Sorry for that, y'all. It's a coochie trap. Soon as they open their legs, you go in. No condom, no nothing. And then when you go in, the coochie gets so good, you go to let go. She don't tell you don't let go in me. She just gonna tell you to keep going, keep going, keep going. The more you keep going, the more you let go. You creating your kids, you creating your problem. And when it comes time when she tell you she pregnant and you say the baby ain't yours, go see my girl Dana, health department. Get a pregnancy test. That's guarantee if you was the last one that female was with, that baby is yours. That's why I'm so strict on my daughters. Matter of fact, my nieces. I'm strict on all of them because I don't want my daughters, my nieces making that wrong mistake.
Right. Especially if you got a older person telling you or what they have been through as a child and coming up. My grandma tell you. My grandma was um she was 16. She took care of all, I want to say all six kids on her own. She even lived at the country. She used to live in the country where they had to cook their own food. They had to kill their own stuff.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And when a person, when an older person tell you that of what they went through, listen to them, ladies. Listen to your parents. Listen to what they trying to say. Don't be so fast to just get out there like, oh, they don't know what we talking about, this and that. They do know, cause they been there. I've been there. My grandma tell me everything, so I know. Even
You
my auntie.
you brought up that good conversation about grandparents. Okay, my grandma, which is my mama's mama. Let me tell you, this woman had 6 kids, 4 girls, 2 boys, and raised them all by herself.
Mhm.
And I think they was born in a little town in Arkansas. 4 girls, 2 boys. And and her kids had kids. When her kids had kids, they kids had kids. So it's like our parents' parents was the first generation. And then
Right. Mhm.
our parents was the second generation. And then their kids is the third generation. Our kids is the fourth generation. And their kids is gonna be is the your bloodline runs thick. Cause I'm the third generation. My daughters is the fourth generation.
Mhm.
So I know. So it's all right there on deck. Your bloodline run thick. So fellas, always don't say the baby ain't yours. Wait about 9 months. If you got strong genes, Wait about 9 months when that baby come and that baby got your features and you go see Dana, Dana's gonna tell you, Lil Leroy is yours. 99.999%. Now, your baby mama got the right to put you on child support if you decide not to take care of that baby. But let me tell you about child support. If you want any type of government assistance, your baby mama cannot, I repeat, cannot get you on child support. I'm going to tell you how you work through the system. If your baby mama tells you your baby need diapers, wipes, milk, baby bottles, whatever, get it. Pay for it out of pocket. Keep your receipts because when you do that, you paying child support, but it's coming out of your pocket. Cause it's some fathers out here that you know go to court and say, man, I ain't paying this girl nothing. I ain't doing this. And when your stuff get garnished, you coming out crying, man, how I'm gonna pay this? Man, I don't got no job, man. They finna garnish my stuff. I'm gonna have to sell my car. Told you to pay for it out of pocket. That's child support. Same way with the women. Y'all could be some snotty ass baby mamas. You spread your legs, you give it to him, and then you don't want to take care of the baby. But when he go for full custody, I ain't giving you my daughter, and I ain't giving you my son, I ain't giving you my twins, or whatever. You come out crying. Now I gotta give her my baby. I'm out here doing this. I gotta get a job. Should have kept your legs closed.
And that's all it is. And you know that it's got so many protection from making the same mistake. On the way that can break that cycle is by being smart. Do the right thing. Stay on top of your health, even your sexual health.
You gotta
And
stay on that.
when it comes to that, even if you got people um that you can go to for guidance, take that. It's worth it. And
Yeah.
and you always listen to the people when they tell you. Don't think that you know everything just because you're 20, just because you're 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, especially when you know that it's ways to prevent from having kids if you're not ready to have them. I have six. No, I take that back. I would have had five, five from my oldest sister, and I would have had four from my no, uh, six, no, seven from my baby sister. So I know I've been there. I'd have raised three from the time that was a baby, from the time that was getting ready to get out of diapers. And honey, let me tell you, it's not easy as you think when you first had your baby. It's not easy. It's
Well,
no
no,
sleep. It's no sleep.
well, no, it ain't easy, Miss Treasy. No, it ain't easy because when I had my first one, it
It ain't.
would it wasn't easy. When my baby mama let her stay the night, It wasn't easy. I slept in the living room with my daughter, and when she was in her little bassinet, I had to. She had when she woke up, it was like I had her on schedule. She woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning, made her a bottle, changed her diaper, burped her, and put her back to sleep. So it was just like clockwork. Every 4 hours, every 4 hours. I'm like, damn, I see what the mama go through. But I had to keep doing it, keep doing it. Every time she called, your baby out of diapers, I'm like, okay, let me run to Walmart and get her a box of diapers, a box of wipes. That's where she good. But what I got clever was I bought, I was supposed to say, 2 boxes of diapers, 2 boxes of wipes. So every time she came to stay the night with me, she had her diapers there, she had her wipes there, she had her baby bottle, she had her milk, she had her baby food. So wherever she went, she was straight.
You always supposed to have that. Cause
But
I'm gonna tell you like this, and these ladies, when you having kids, it's not all about you no more.
no, it sure ain't. It's about your child.
Yep, and it's not. It's about that baby,
It's,
and
it's, it's,
that's what comes that they don't realize about that.
they ain't
And
gonna never. They look. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Miss Treasy, but they ain't gonna never realize it. They is never gonna realize that's the number one thing about these females. A female can have the nicest job, but who you got watching your child? If your baby daddy's not in your life, who you going to? Mama, daddy, can y'all
right,
watch my baby till I get off work? Your parents is retired. If your parents just is retired, they gonna want to enjoy their life. I understand they love their grandkids, but they gonna want to enjoy their life. They gonna want to travel. So y'all need to keep keep your legs closed, fellas. Use a condom. I had to learn that the hard way.
yep,
Kind of fucked me up, but I had to learn that the hard way. Cause Shiny was the first one. My daughter Tracy is the second, and my third one would have been born in September. So I know I had to learn that the hard way. But now is coming through easy for the 17-year-old, but for that 6-year-old, it's still hard. It's
yeah,
still hard because I can't depend on my 6-year-old's mother. I can't depend on her. So what I do, I go over there. I ask them like, do she need anything? And she tell me, yeah, what she need. I'm like, what she need? Underwear, school clothes, notebooks, socks, tennis shoes, barrette, bows, hair grease, gel, whatever she needs, I get it. I don't like giving my baby mama money because all she gonna do is spend it on herself instead of her daughter. So I gets everything out my pocket. So but fellas, if you don't want to have no kids, period, have your lines clipped. Ladies, if you don't want to have no kids or you want to have your first one after that first one, get your tubes tied.
can't
That's all.
stress that enough. Cause you got some crazy females and you got some dumb ones. I'm
You
just putting it out there.
you got some ignorant fellas and you got some smart ones. Now the smart fellas, they were like, At least I want two boys or two girls or triplets or whatever. So in case something happened to me, I got kids out here that'll carry my legacy. Know what my dad was about. It's just like saying if me and you have some kids, which that'll be soon. Um, you know, we taking care of the baby, and the baby got everything from Nike to Jordan, from Jordan to Nike. How would you feel about that, Miss Treasy?
I don't feel good about it. I mean, I wouldn't be upset like, no, my baby can have this or can't have that. I will let that person, you know what I'm saying, provide for my child either way how it goes because, you know, that's what that's what they need. They need shoes, they need clothes, they need stability, they need that love, they need their father, their mother, all that. Cause you got some of these people, some of these men and women don't realize what certain people go through without having a father or a mother. You got these crazy females who want to kill kids because of doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, God spared me because I'm like, shit, I want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, because I know what it takes. And then on the other hand, I'd be like, nah, because I like to go. I like to go places. I like to do this. I like to do that. But at the end of the day, God blessed me for the way that I am, which I know that I can't have kids, which I already helped raise three girls, and that's enough for me. So it's more like put yourself in my shoes. Just think about it. If you can't have kids, but these other females can, and they don't want to take care of them, who else gonna do it? Who else gonna be out there that's gonna be in your corner? Whether you don't have a auntie, you don't have a sister, or a mother, or a father. Who would you go through?
If you don't want kids, you can either put them up for adoption. There's plenty of kids out there that don't have a place to go, or they parents on drugs, or they daddy a pimp, or they mama is a prostitute, or anything like that. If you have anybody like that, or if you one of those, don't have no kids. Don't put your kids in the system at all because it's not cool. Or
No,
don't have an abortion because you you killing your child. If you and the baby daddy get into it and you study saying the baby ain't George, or he saying I told you I didn't want kids, get an abortion. If you want to get an abortion, you killing half of you and you killing half of him. Just had a baby. When you had a baby, put the baby up for adoption. That's the only way to go. But if you don't want to do that, raise that child, love that child, give that child everything it needs. Because that baby's gonna look up to you. It's like, well, damn, I got good parents. They giving me everything. I had everything that I had when I was little, and I still got it. That's what you call being born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
no, I won't say that. That means you had a good upbringing of what you're supposed to have.
Well,
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
true,
You
true.
got
Yeah.
you got some of these parents that that don't care. They just partying, let their kids do what they want to do. It don't watch over them. You got so many females that think they know it all, especially young ones.
Well, you got some.
They even go for the fellas.
Well, you got some young kids out here, 14, 15 years old out here smoking weed.
Hmm.
You got some young kids out here that's getting, matter of fact, getting over on the government with this unemployment. You got. I just heard one of my homeboys that I talked to just told me it was a 12-year-old. They just got a check for 18 bands. Don't got no job or nothing.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, how in the heck he get 18 bands? He was like, man, his mama signed him up for unemployment. And this little young buck ain't nothing but 12 years old, don't got a job. I was like, man, this finna be a lot of people that's finna get ready to go down.
Yeah, cause they looking.
Yeah, they all up in it.
Hmm. Cause when I read that unemployment stuff, I was like, nah, cause it ain't for me. And especially when they look for your W-2s, you gotta get them all your work information, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nah, that's not for me. So you just can't think to do stuff that think you're gonna get away without and think it's not gonna be no consequence right behind that action. So if you think
All right.
about doing that, you better think again because when they find out, you're gonna be in a slammer. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you sure right on that. Well, Miss Treasy, is there anything you want to say before we end this segment?
Um, know your status. Listen to the the elderly people what they tell you about their life history. Um, if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to talk about, or if you have something on your chest, leave a message. You can inbox me at Treasy Cosmetics. Um, you can email me at treasycosmetics39 at gmail.com. I'm always available. I don't mind giving advice to young ladies and to young men or whatever. But the most important thing is listen to your parents. Don't be so fast to get about out there and think it's all peaches and cream, cause it's not.
No, it really ain't. But for Treasy Cosmetics, y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor. She's getting ready to drop her first actual story time. She wants to support me, which she has been supporting me, but I'm fixed to get ready to return the favor. So July 4th, she is doing her first story time. It's me and her first story time. I'm jumping on her story time with her. She's jumping on my story time with me. So it's her first story time. So be looking out for it. I'm gonna give her a couple shout outs when I get ready to do my next story time. And my next story time is gonna be men versus women. So it's sort of love part two because I have some stuff to run across my phone today that need to be said. So be looking out for that. Oh, and by the way, Jay Breezy Cooking Show is airing on the 4th of July. So be ready for some good cooking because it's coming. Well, Miss Treasy, I would sure love to thank you for this beautiful segment.
Oh,
And I will see you soon. Okay.
alrighty, signing off.
Love, peace, and loyalty.